What's up, folks? Permanent Patriot here over on geoengineeringwatch.org. Like I say in many of my videos, I post this every week on my Facebook page, Chad Taylor, and on Permanent Patriot on YouTube. So once again, like I say every week, more news that you might not want to hear, but need to know. And you ain't going to find this on your local news stations or anything like that. That's for damn sure. And I implore everybody to, watch, listen to these shows. And if you're doubting anything at all about what you hear, there's government documents, there's government patents, plenty of resources, plenty of tests, plenty of spray jets, which I personally have put onto planes. So don't tell me that I'm fucking bullshitting. There's there's photo galleries, top stories, engineered droughts, health. You can go to the audio, video. I mean, just so much stuff that you can go through. And again, prove to yourself that I, nor Dane, nor anyone else is bullshitting you about this. You just got to use the right terms. I'll get into that in another video, but since it's Saturday, I just wanted to put that out there real quick. But anywho, coming over to the main reason I got on here today. So, I've been watching Gangland most of the day. If you haven't watched that show, you might want to go and check that out. You can find it on Permanent Patriot YouTube under Gangland, or you can find it anywhere pretty much on YouTube. And, here it goes to show you, ridiculous, absolutely absurd, ridiculous amount of gangs and gang activities and places that they are. But I want to mention, after watching many episodes, I understand this culture, but what it really is an understanding. And once you get brainwashed into their thinking of all of this shit, it's like over for you. So you can understand after, watching some of these shows and going through, websites like streetgangs.com. And there's several other websites about gangs, but I find this is one of the most, reputable ones. And it actually is streetgangs.com because they're using the slang term here. But yeah, it's streetgangs.com. But this is the actual website. So I grew up when I was I just got into high school, junior high, whatever. I was in 9th grade. And that was pretty much when I found out exactly what a gang really was, because we had them all over our high school. We had teachers getting beat up. Our school was actually the first in upstate New York to have, metal detectors and cops inside the schools, and every single student was getting wanded with metal detectors before you even went into school. I mean, it was fucking insane. Fights every single day, 2, 3, 4 fights a day. There was probably 4 or 5, maybe 6 gangs, and I never associated with any of them. And mainly reason being because I knew people in each one of the gangs. Can pretty much thank that. Thank my brother for that. But this has gotten like way out of hand. I mean, and these people can't even spell the word moron. I mean, you see what's happening, and you know damn well, oh, money, money, money. That's why everyone wants to be involved. Well, how much money you're making when you're doing life in prison? They're like, blah, 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 throwing up their signs and whatever. For life. Yeah, for life, motherfucker. Because that's what you're going to end up doing. And when the chips really hit the table, and you're sitting in a fucking interrogation office, let's see how fucking loyal you are then. When you're facing life in jail. I made it throughout my whole life without being involved in a gang. And, the only thing that I got out of it was a lot of self-pride. I didn't really have a family, per se. I had my brother. I had my 2 brothers. I got 6 other brothers and sisters. I had my 2 brothers, pretty much, that, I chilled with and always looked out for me. Couple of friends. Other than that, I didn't have nothing. I could have looked to fucking a gang whenever the fuck I wanted to. At the same time, though, I'd be walking down the street at 2 in the morning from my buddy's house, from the west side of town going to the east side, and you can hear the echoes coming down the street. It's like, yo, look at this guy coming down the street. Let's get this motherfucker. Let's rob him. Let's gank this motherfucker. And I can hear everyone, yeah, 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 let's get him. And then you hear a single voice come out, like, no, 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 no. No, that's Chad. No, he's cool. Don't bother him. He's cool with everybody. Don't fuck with him. You walk by like 30 fucking people. Hey, what's up, Chad? How you doing, buddy? Without a gang. And then I've had gangs, I got my ass kicked an awful lot of times. But people talk shit to you. And you're like, why don't you come see me by yourself, motherfucker? I'll come see you anytime you want, bitch. And then you see them walking down the street by themselves. And you're like, what's up, bitch? You want to say something now? And they don't say a fucking word. See, they don't do anything without their other little fucking scumbags. You catch them walking down the street by themselves, though, and all of a sudden they got nothing to fucking say. That's why I've always said for many years, you don't want to see me alone. Because you don't know what it's like for someone to eat your fucking face off. I become an absolute fucking gorilla. Don't nobody want to see me. I mean, all of my fucking neighbors around here, they know that I'm crazy. They don't bother me. I don't bother them. That's just how it works. But if somebody were to ever come on my block and threaten them, or vice versa, we got each other's back. Now, you might call that a gang, but I don't talk to anybody. It's just like, July 4th. It wasn't even July 4th. People setting fireworks off and shit. Not even fireworks. They were setting off dynamite. There's holes all over my street from people setting off dynamite. And I knew that, there's a lot of old people on my block, a lot of animals. Seen animal control come up because dogs are going fucking bonkers. And I know the lady down the street's got a heart condition right next door to where they were setting off the. So I fucking went down the street and said something. And everyone else was outside and they heard me say it. So, have a little respect for your elders and for your neighbors. Instead of going outside in the morning, giving them the fucking finger, fucking wave, say good morning. And that's a real fucking gang. A real fucking gang is community. So, if you think someone you grew up with your whole life is going to really sacrifice their life and do, 40 years to fucking life in prison for you, you got another fucking thing coming. And just think what you're throwing away. Especially if you got kids or an actual family. A lot of these gang members they grew up without a family. And think of how ridiculous and fucking absurd it is to have to get the living fucking shit kicked out of you in order to be inducted into a gang. You want to show fucking loyalty to a friend or a gang member? Show some fucking respect and loyalty. You don't beat the fucking shit out of them. And then you wonder why fucking, so you might make some money here and there and have a nice car for a year or two. And you're spending the rest of your fucking life in jail. So, I hate to say stay in school, but with all the indoctrinating and Common Core shit they got going on now, but I've done everything on my fucking own. I grew up just fucking fine. And I'm real fucking proud of myself that I didn't have to get involved in that crap. Which is all it is. You're going to jail or you're ending up dead. That's it. And you know it. So if you have that much disregard for life, maybe you're in the wrong profession. Or let's say you want to turn your life around, maybe when you go to jail or whatever. What the fuck are you going to do then? If you're 10, 12, 14 years old and you got into a gang, never went to school, what the fuck are you going to do when you get out? Nothing to fall back on. I'm one of, okay, a handful of people that I went to school with that are still living life and actually grew up to have families and legitimate jobs and whatnot. The rest of them are fucking locked up or, dead. A handful of hundreds of people that I knew. And I'm so fucking glad that I never got involved in any of that stuff. And so, come over here to streetgangs.com. It shows you a lot of things through politics and policing. Might want to check that out, or you might want to go online to gangland.com and Gangland on YouTube. But when you get into gangs, they're doing it to manipulate you. They want you to do their dirty work. While you're on the fucking corner selling drugs, they're on the street driving nice fucking cars. While you make money for them. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to start doing this every week with this gang shit. Because, I think some major things have to be brought back to this country, especially as far as morals and, just doing the right thing. And yeah, I might live alone and be alone every day and just go to work and that's it. At least I'm free and I can live contently. So think about that one next time you think about getting into a gang, especially when you know you're going to jail or you're going to the morgue. Sometimes you got to take a beating in life. So what? Fuck your organization. I'll take the beating. Do whatever your heart tells you to do. So I'm going to be doing other videos on this. And I hope you guys will stick along with this. Just don't get involved with the bullshit. Because, it'll take care of itself. Kind of just like a lot of cops and government always say, just let them kill each other. The problem will take care of itself. The problem in that is collateral damage. Innocent people getting killed, But some people got to be killed to save the lives of many others. So check out Permanent Patriot on YouTube and on Facebook and Chad Taylor on Facebook. And until next time, God bless and carry on.